Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon to all the geeks out there in our little geekdom, and welcome to another Our Little Geekdom podcast. For once, I actually said it correctly, and this does not happen very often. Just so you guys know, I do not say it correctly every single time. For those of you who are new, for those of you who've seen it before, you know that I don't ever get it right. Well, I don't get it right very often. But anyway, we have a very, very, very special guest today. He is actually.
Also, he forgot to mention it's episode 13.
Oh, it's episode 13. Yes, I forgot to mention. I forget to mention these things. I'm sorry. It's part of my nature. We now that I've lost my full train of thought there, we're going to try returning it and picking up again. We have a very special guest with us today. This particular guest has the same editor as we do. Ha ha ha. And that's actually how we got to know him. We'd like to welcome ZuluMachine, otherwise known as, well, I don't know if you want your full name said or your name said on camera, but if you'd like to, you can say it yourself. ZuluMachine, I'm not going to dox you, you dox yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, what's up everyone, guys? So my name is Sipho, aka the ZuluMachine. And normally I do stream games online on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Hopefully I won't go to jail for doing that, but otherwise I'm still okay. Otherwise, most of the time I'm a travel vlogger that has 2 YouTube channels that got a bit hectic, and ended up meeting Josh to help me with the gaming channel because he seems to be good at editing games, so I just got him there. Otherwise, I'm a boy from KZN in South Africa that is working in Johannesburg and enjoying the fiber now. That's why we can do interviews like this and play games online, guys.
Saying
if you have rain.
Yeah, sorry, if you have rain? If you have rain?
If you have rain, the network, too bad for you. You can't do this.
You see, talking about fiber and how you're happy to be sitting in fiber. Kids and I actually, whenever we mention this, we laugh about the fact that when we moved from South Africa to Scotland, we moved here, and about a week later they put fiber in where we were living.
Wow, you guys are like, I don't know, you're lucky, I guess.
Yeah, that was like the most unlucky thing ever. You know, we're like and as we moved, the way we were staying in South Africa, they just put fiber in. It was like, you bastards.
Oh, wait, they put it in South Africa when you just left.
Yeah, so we didn't get any fiber.
Oh, okay, you're unlucky.
Yeah, very unlucky. So we get to Scotland. My brother's he's got fiber to the box. Essentially, it's like ADSL, so it's not as fast as fiber to the home.
Okay.
And we used obviously their internet for a short while, but it's hectic. So that's why our streaming obviously dropped down when we were busy doing videos and stuff, because it was hectic to try and do that. We get to our new place, fiber to the home, and it is gun fast. Not just fast, but I mean like we download games at between 7 to 10 megabytes per second, and that's average.
Oh, it's average.
Yeah.
You can go like, whoa.
Yeah, it can go really quickly as well. It's actually quite crazy. So tell us a little bit about this travel blog. That's actually
before you do, the reason why I just need to explain the reason why we don't have the green screens is because of this thing that is in my arms. Their boxes are in the way, and we just don't have the space or the time right now, or the need or the want to put the green screens up. And he's just so comfy. So we have another special guest called Katiti, but he's not going to say anything. He'll just entertain you.
Katiti.
The others are all sleeping out in the other rooms. But yeah, tell us a little bit about this travel blog of yours.
Okay, so I'll go back. I don't know how far you want me to go back, but
however far back you want to go.
Okay, after varsity, I was about to start working, and I had a dream that I want to travel the world. I didn't think about YouTube at that time. I just wanted to travel the world. Unfortunately, I couldn't afford it. I was earning very, very low cash to leave home to go to work, and that's it. That's the extra cash I got. So after 3 years of working, I got to a company where they will make you travel to the world. Basically, they allow you to travel all over the world if you do good. So that year, I got awards from, there's 4 parts of the year. I don't know what they call them. Okay, but first quarter, I got an award. Second quarter, I got an award. Third quarter, I got an award. I got the award for the 4th quarter. Then after that, for the annual, I got the award. I was working from 9 until 11 p.m. at night basically pushing work and stuff. And when I need to relax, I play games at work. I had an agreement with the network guys that allow my RP to be able to play League of Legends. I used to play League of Legends from 5 until 7. Then after that, I go back to work. And other days, I used to sleep at work, like under the desk. You know, those days were like 50 hours plus. And you know, the reason of doing that was so that they can take me overseas. And my first trip was 2014, around December, going to Hong Kong.
Oh wow!
The best trip ever got, because it was my first time going overseas. Though even right today, I wish I could go back and just relive that moment, because I enjoyed every second of it.
Yeah.
Then after a while, I got pissed off. I was like, why don't I just pay for myself to go overseas? Then I saved up cash and did all of things. And 2017, I booked flights myself. Same hotel. It was a 5-star hotel. It was a lot. It was like 70,000 plus. It was going to cost the entire trip. Plus anything going to do, food, 5-star hotel for a week. It's a lot.
Yeah.
And after I've done that, my friends said, okay, you have gone overseas, you've enjoyed yourself. Why don't you try to do this YouTube thing? Because the guys are doing it. So I'm like, okay, let me start it. Around 2018, I was going to do a trip to Hong Kong and Bali, because I love Hong Kong. So I went to Hong Kong and spent 3 days in Hong Kong, went to Ocean Park, Disneyland, all of those things. So I was recording. This was my first time. My first videos I recorded was 1 hour. Posted it on YouTube. If I watch it now, if I watch it now, the shakiness on those videos, like, I had a good camera, but no stabilizer. So I was like, if I walk, it's just going like this. So so that was the funniest video ever. After you got to Bali, my editing got to improve while we were doing it, because I was releasing video for each and every day. Like tomorrow, I'll release a video, record it today, edit it at night, release it tomorrow. That was the first trip where I got hectic of editing. Like, okay, I'm learning this, I want to do this. After the trip, we enjoyed our trip, best trip ever with my girlfriend, and we enjoyed it. Then the following year, she was pregnant, so I couldn't go with her to go alone. So now I decided that I'm gonna go the entire trip, do not edit, just record, enjoy the moment. Then after I start editing afterwards, then that's where I saw that, okay, this is potential. My reviews for hotels are getting high rates, and I'm also doing unboxing randomly when I'm home, because I cannot leave a channel without any content. So my channel is bloated with different kinds of content, like unboxing, reviewing materials. Now we've got travel vlogs. When I travel, I put a nice playlist of traveling vlogs. After that, I used to go to Rage. I also have videos from Rage a long time ago. I can't remember. Well, before COVID. Those are nice things. I used to go to Rage. And the new system, when Rage had new rooms, I sort of got to that part where it was nice like that. So that's where I started recording more and more. Then last year, COVID hit me. I was planning to actually quit my job and be full-time called nomad. They call it nomads. Basically, it's just going overseas, staying there for 6 months, editing, doing everything, releasing vlogs almost every day. I was gonna plan to do that, and until YouTube's paying me and get over. I think I'm around 668 subscribers right now on YouTube on my travel channel. And I'm missing like a few hours. So I was gonna I'm gonna get over that very quickly if I go to Bali and stay there for 6 months, then go to Vietnam and go to Phuket. But all of those things were gonna be easier. Unfortunately, COVID hits, and you had to go back and then say, okay, now I need to work in IT again. Oh, by the way, I work in IT. I'm a systems engineer for almost 10 years in the industry of in IT, mobile dev to be specific.
Jeez, like
so,
systems engineer for mobile development.
Yeah, mobile development. So most of the apps I've worked on, the first gas app, it was to open up. I did some of the work there on BlackBerry, Windows, Android, and iOS. Also, another translate. I'm not sure which one to say on stream because I'm trying to remember. Some of them have closed to not name anything.
Don't take a chance. Just don't take any chances then.
And also this Discovery app I was involved in a couple of years back.
Wow. Jesus Christ.
And I also got involved at Standard Bank when we were creating the first app, and I kept leaving Standard Bank, coming back to it. I also worked on the GEMS, I would call it, it's a government medical aid scheme, where we move that data from another source to so that they can handle their own data. I worked on that. I won't go into details, guys. Hopefully I won't spill the beans and not go to jail.
Yeah, the last thing you want to do is be hit with your non-disclosure agreement.
Yeah.
And they go, you weren't supposed to
You're
say that.
supposed to say that.
No, I'm
Yeah.
also very careful. I know exactly what you're talking about. I've done a few.
Yeah.
I've worked at a few companies myself actually, because I'm actually an IT engineer. So
No, you're
Yeah.
not. You're now a.
I'm now not. Yes, but back when I was in South Africa, I was an IT specialist and a network engineer, and there have been times where I've had to sign non-disclosure information and stuff like that, especially going into certain embassies. I'm not going to mention their names.
Yeah.
But you have to go and work on particular things there, and you cannot mention basically anything that you've done inside the embassy itself. Once you're in, that's it.
Yeah, once you're in, no, it's not getting out, except free passports all over the world, I guess.
Well, not for me.
Oh, wait, you didn't get that one?
No, we weren't that lucky.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about it when it comes to my work life, you know. Other than that, there's this gaming life that I started around 2013. My first, I used to game before, like randomly on PCs, about GTAs and all of that, San Andreas. But 2013, my first, what do you call it, LAN that we did at work, where they got to introduce me to League of Legends. I never played League of Legends, and I played this LAN. I was a noob, 100% a noob. I missed everything. I remember I was playing a champion called Gangsback. The only thing I could do was use his ulti. The abilities I just pressed randomly. I don't know what happened. They worked or didn't work. So they used to laugh at me at work. And after that, I got hooked, and I didn't have internet. I had to play with my 3G dongle, a cell phone 3G that time. Yo, internet, downloading updates. Charged all my data, and after that, when I got to be high position at work, they used to give me better laptops. Now I got an i7. Now I can game on my work laptop, and work laptop says you should not use it for personal use. I was like, yeah, it's not personal use. This is stress relief. You release my stress.
Not personal use, it's stress relief. It's part of the. If we had to try that with our company, we'd get into a lot of crap.
Yeah. Other than that, I didn't get to trouble. I told them that I'm going to use it for gaming sometimes, and the guys were okay, and I was open, and the higher I go about, I got better laptops, and internet got a bit better because I used to stay in Soweto, and struggles were real. There was no wireless time. That time there was only 3G on your cell phone, and that was it. There are no 4Gs. So the more I moved around, and I moved to Midrand, and the network introduced LTE, 4G, all of those things.
Yeah.
Then after that, I went to iBest and asked for a wireless connection. Oh, gee, that's the worst thing I ever did. 1 kilobyte.
Everyone says that.
1 kilobyte
says that,
download.
Jeez. Really?
I'm telling you, you're paying
1 kilobyte
500 rand.
download.
You're paying 500 rand per month. You're getting 1 kilobyte download and upload.
It's not worth it.
That's just
So we had a fight with iBest at some stage where they said you're not allowed to pay them, to stop paying them. So I told them that, guys, I want to cancel the contract. Like, you're not allowed to cancel the contract. You have to pay this fee to cancel the contract. So I stopped paying them for 4 months. The assistant cancelled my contract. Then now they gave me a bill and says, please pay this bill, and I had to pay the bill. I was okay, even though it was like 5,000 or something. I can't remember. Yeah, so I had to pay a cancellation fee of 5,000 because the guys didn't want to do the cancellation fee on me. So I let the system, the card. So I went to my bank account and says, decline every debit order comes from this account. And luckily, guys, FNB was the best.
They do that.
They do that. They allow you to do that. And I got free out of that. And my life got better. And around 2018, I got fiber in my place. When I got fiber, oh my gosh, the gods just accepted my life. And I stopped using AfriHost. I was using AfriHost wireless that time. It was MTN, I think. Yeah, MTN and Rain one of them. So I tried Rain. Rain worked well at first, but when everyone started using Rain, the Rain network rained.
There were thunderstorms.
Yeah. So 1 megabyte to 3 megabyte during the day. At night, maybe around 10 megabytes download, upload. So I had an issue with them. I cancelled that one. I opened the MTN one on AfriHost. That was before fiber. Then, MTN is cool, but it's expensive. MTN was not. MTN had to say, okay, you need 200 gigs per month. It paid this much. I was like, yo, this thing is costing. Okay. I sacrificed my life. I paid what they gave me, and I limited myself. So when I get to hitting the cap, so I couldn't stream. When I stream, I had to calculate when should I stream, when should I not stream. I plan this thing around.
It's the worst.
Yeah. So after that, when I got fiber, my streaming just kicked in. I was like, I'm gonna start streaming non-stop now.
Yeah.
I didn't care about anything. I started streaming around 2018. Yes, I was a noob, streaming random games. I still stream random games. Then I learned there's a new game called call it Apex Legends. So I started playing Apex Legends from there on until now. I've been playing it. See, even yesterday I was streaming it. But streaming is a bit difficult. It doesn't give you viewers every time. One day you get like massive 300 viewers and they're talking non-stop to you and you're getting fun. And other days it becomes quiet. Sometimes Twitch kicks up and just have multiple people talking to you. Keeps quiet on Twitch. YouTube comes up with random people talking to you. Other days everything just becomes like 1-2 view random normal people who comes and like your stream and say, oh hey, you're streaming, watch. Okay, I have to go in a few minutes. That's how it's been for the couple of years. And traveling also makes it worse because I have to stop streaming for a week. Then people is like, oh, okay, it's gone. And when I come back now, I lose a few people and I gain a new people. And I've been focusing on my Facebook to actually grow the numbers of people because right now I'm around 3,000 followers, if I'm not mistaken.
Jeez, nice.
2,000 something likes, but not all of them have turned on their notifications. So
so you never know. They never know when.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Like if they not have notifications on, you don't get those people in there. So basically get around 10 to 20% of your following watching you sometimes.
Yeah,
so
it sucks though. I mean, I get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had. I've stopped streaming to Twitch, but I've got my irks as to why. I've got my reasons. Yes. We also don't talk about that because it's not a it's a touchy subject, should we say?
But we have noticed that if you're gone for a while, your viewership stops. It's never a constant thing. Even not. It's for everyone, I think, where one day you'll have so many people and the next day you'll have hardly anyone. It's how you deal with it, I think, that makes all the difference.
Yeah.
I think the difference comes when you are alone, or when you're trying to move this streaming thing. And, sometimes in the stream, I don't look at numbers who's watching me anymore because I think that distracts you as a streamer. And have fun. So when I do those streaming, I just cancel it, close, just open text. When somebody comments, I make sure I see the comment because it's actually useful. I even put speech chat so that if on YouTube or on Twitch somebody says something, the robot is gonna tell me somebody said this. Somebody welcome to a channel. I see that there's somebody people who comes in the channel, they don't say anything, they just watch. And I just say, hey, what's up, man? Other ones will like, obliged to say, okay, hey, how are you? But it's a matter of just listen to yourself, play what you want. Sometimes I even thought of like, okay, let me see which small streamer games should I play. And when I considered that, I think like, I'm not enjoying some of these games. I tried a lot of games. They sound like guys. I don't like you. I like Sea of Thieves. I don't like players in Sea of Thieves.
Me too. I'm on your side.
The idea of it is really cool and really fun, but the people that play it makes you not want to play it because of the people.
That's why I play Atlas.
So when I play alone, I enjoy it, but there's that sheep that comes through when you have the loot. Like, goddamn, when you have the whole loot you're about to sell, it just comes and chase you. You have to maneuver. I enjoy maneuvering, but you spend 2 hours running away from a sheep. Well, it's like, okay, after you sell the loot that you survived,
Yeah.
what's it? There's no purpose when I found out. Like, okay, what do I do now? Do I get to build the hall? What do I need to do? Buy clothes. I was like, okay.
Oh, you get to buy clothes.
You get to buy clothes, okay. And buy sales. After playing it for a while, that's how I got a bit bored. I was like, okay, now it's not as nice as I thought it was. But it's okay. The game is nice just to play it once or twice, but not every time. But the viewership on that game is high. I got a high viewership. One day I was on the mainstream on Facebook playing Sea of Thieves. And everyone who's coming in was just banging in. Bang, bang, bang. Everyone's like, hey, hello, what's up? I felt like I was a real streamer for once in my life. I was like, yeah. I was like, thank you for sharing. Like, everyone I knew. I was like, people suggested groups that I should go to. I have the groups then, but now it's a matter of me. Do I enjoy playing the game now? Yeah,
That's the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah. And I tried Ark. Ark Survival. The worst thing ever with them is the servers. You have to find someone in South Africa with the servers.
Yeah.
And if you post on Facebook that you're streaming Ark servers, people want to come to you. Hey, come to my server. And when you go to those servers, some of them, they want to give you loot. But me, I want to build something from scratch. Like, I want to grind. And that's why I joined random servers where the guy randomly comes to us. Like, hey, how are you? Are you doing well? Here's something free. I was like, okay, but I want to learn the game as I go on. That's why I went through almost 20 servers. And every time we play 1 week or 2 weeks strong, we get to a high elo. And after that, I don't know what happens. The server either updates, we lose all our stuff, and they just get pissed off. I'm like, I'm not going back to that server again. and other servers was 1,000 times. I don't know what 1,000 times, but you could hit wood, get 1,000 wood by just one hit.
Oh wow, that's too much. Jeez.
So that game just got me like, okay, this is ridiculous. I'm not gonna play a game like this. No, this is not fun. This is not even grinding. This is like worse. Yeah, well, but
Yeah, so, I see where you're coming from. I mean, I play Atlas. Atlas is the same game, the same company. That made Ark. Yeah, it's pretty much the same game.
Yeah. It's just that you're a pirate.
You're a pirate, and I've always loved playing pirate kind of games. So for me, Atlas was like the ultimate game. The only thing is I can't find decent servers to play on. So I mean, there are hardly any decent servers to play on. I mean, there are servers out there that you can play on where people actually you can jump in and they'll be nice and stuff. But then you've got the some of the servers where they're just like real dicks. But you go on the PvE servers where they won't actually bug you, and it's just about actually going on and playing as a pirate and building a crew and things like that. The only problem I have there is when they actually change the rules where if you smack a tree, you get 1,000 wood or something like that. I don't want that.
Yeah.
I don't mind if the tree respawns after like 30 seconds. That's fine. I just let me cut the tree down and get the amount of wood that I think that tree would give me. That's all that matters to me. If it respawns after like 30 seconds, 40 seconds, okay, I set mine to respawn after about 10 minutes. But generally, I don't want the trees to disappear. Otherwise, I can't, keep building. So, so with me, I do have a little bit of a respawn rate when it comes to the trees, but I don't put it down as like 1,000 wood each smack because that's just too much. That defeats the
breaking
object.
the rules.
Yeah, it defeats the object. You want to build your ship. Oh well, one tree, just smack it once, you got 1,000 wood right there. It's like no. I want to go in. I want to chop down a whole bunch of trees. I want to go to another island on another part of the map, pick up a whole bunch of exotic wood, so that I can use that to actually build my at this point I'm trying to build a galleon, but the galleons they're very expensive to make. It costs you a lot of gold. And that's where you need crew members, and you actually need to actually build up all of that stuff, and you can hire your own crew members. So it's a really fun game if you're willing to. If you want to go single player, like I do. It's not bad as a single player game, but it is slightly more focused on multiplayer. So there's a whole new trading mechanism that they brought in, but it's not designed for single player. It's kind of pointless as a single player game, or a single player point at this point. But I'm using some of the mechanics to be able to transport goods from one island to the other and things like that. So there is. Look, it's a good game. But they've got a lot of work to do before they actually get to a decent level, like popularity at least.
What made you decide to play Apex instead of like Overwatch or Valorant or any of the others? Why did you choose Apex specifically out of and like Fortnite and all the other types of games that are out there.
Well, I mean,
like
who
that.
likes Fortnite? So Fortnite is yeah.
Okay, Fortnite. I want to rip. I don't want to rip people, but I don't want to build when I'm shooting someone.
Dude.
Wait, build a wall.
Yeah, I'm building a wall. Stop shooting me! I'm building a wall. Stop shooting at me!
Okay, but besides that, so I used to play competitively on League of Legends, like seriously on the I call it this telecom gaming. We used to play there with the Met clan, the Met Haters clan. First one that I played with around 2014, Met Haters. Then after that, I joined Met Esport Gaming, and I joined I don't know. It was Legion before Met Esport Gaming. Yeah, I joined Legion, then Met Esport Gaming. So I played League of Legends in a matter of everyday trainings 4 hours. On weekends, we play almost 4 to 5 hours, depending on how big the match is. So I got fed up with League of Legends, not because I didn't like the game. I love the game. I love it all out. Just that the team that I was with at the time made me hate the game. About like when somebody says that they ask us to practice for 2 weeks, get better, let's play games and see if you could improving. Then while we played the first game after training, like okay, this is our first game. We still have like 2 weeks to work out our things and fix things up. We played a game, yes, we lost, and we look at our performance. Like okay, we improved from what we were because the players are swapping in and out. Now we've got a new squad that we're trying to get to. You know, the clan leader sat down with me and says, guys, we're moving into subs and all of that. I was like, guys, you tell us to improve. Now you tell us to... I think I got fed up and I think I was burned out. You know when there's called game burned out competitively? I got burned out and there was this new game that I've seen from 2009. I forgot what year it was released, but when it got released, I knew about it. But now I had to try Apex. So when I tried Apex, I actually enjoyed it. I was like, oh, this is a fun game. You can shoot people, hide, it has abilities and ultis. Then I went to Warzone. Warzone, it's playable, but if I play it on stream, my PC dies. Literally just doesn't work. So that's how me and COD got separated. I tried Battlefield. Battlefield doesn't have supporters as much, but it's a fun game. Like guys, I enjoy Battlefield. But unfortunately, it doesn't have people to play with. Like it's difficult to find decent people. Unless you're in German. German people play that game non-stop because they love it, you know? But there's South African servers, there's no South African players playing there. I only played one game where it was the capture one, where you can capture point A, B, C, I think, where we had a 4 squad of South Africans. I enjoyed that game. After that, I never got to play with any South African players. So I got stuck with Apex, and I didn't know Apex, so I was just learning, okay, this is a shooting game, shoot this. When I tried to go to a Blizzard one, I forgot the name of it, that Blizzard one. It's costing like £32 or something to download, to buy it. This game is free. So I was like, I'm not going to spend time buying a game, man. I'm going to play this free game. So I enjoyed this free game. I got a few following, got a people liking me, and I got a following, and I enjoyed playing the game. Then Valorant came out. So I took our friends, I think on 2 different Discords. We joined each other and we played Valorant when it came out. Valorant is nice in a team, but when you're playing it with randoms, that's the most horrible game ever.
Yeah, that's what I found as well.
Yeah, so I don't enjoy Valorant alone, but if you're the squad, full squad, yes, we can play all night, guys. We can enjoy it. Then, by default, I went back to...
We've lost your voice.
I pressed the button. So I went. So after Valorant, I just went back to Apex, played Apex. But on weekends, I used to play GTA with random people who want to join me. Weekends, this time I was free. I wasn't staying with my son, and my girlfriend was at home, so I had like a few months to actually push my following and engage with the people. Unfortunately, between COVID and stuff, around June, my girlfriend came with the baby, and I had to restructure my stream now because I can't stream on Saturdays like I used to do. Yes, I did try to do it on Sunday. Now, during the day, now I have to think, working during the day, after working, do you either stream at late at night or after work? because I'm limited to 2 hours now. It's not a lot, but it's 2 hours of streaming in those couple of days, and it's becoming difficult. As long as the baby's growing up now, he wants to sit on your lap while he's streaming. Immediately when I sit on the computer, he wants to sit here. He knows that there's a game he's playing, and he plays with the mic. He pushes up and down. He pops this thing and puts it out, and he sees it. Everyone's like, "Hey, what's this mic? Is this the MP? What 800?" I was like, "No, is this the mic I did a review on?" And it's a fun thing to do, but sometimes
He's practicing for when he grows up.
Yeah.
He wants to be a streamer like Daddy.
So basically, that's the fun now. You have to balance your life. It's like, okay, this is fun, but now it's different. You cannot engage. Like you're watching three charts at once, and you're watching the game, and you're watching him. Sometimes I'm trying to make sure. And that's the thing, that sometimes he just sleeps. I found him like 2 seconds later. There's no one moving anything now. He's sleeping like, nice. So I'm like, okay, this is cool. Okay, now it's time to put him to bed. Go to put him to bed and continue gaming. But now if I continue gaming, my noise level is high, guys. I won't lie to you. I have a loud voice.
It's the same as you.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
So now I have to find a way of talking without getting myself loud. So my mic is actually, I turned it all up, the sensitivity, and I limited it so that it doesn't go to the red, because if it goes to the red, you won't hear me. So that's how you hear me clearly now.
Yeah, you hear.
So if I had to turn off the limiter, you're gonna hear nothing. You're gonna hear me. So those are the fun things that you enjoy as a streamer, guys. And
Yeah.
I mean, luckily, I have people in South Africa who support me, join me for gaming. I had a guy from England, he usually joins me. I call him Night Streamer, or calls himself Doggy. He usually joins us to stream. Other guys from work, we work with them and we stream together. We all streaming now. I just told them, and we help each other learn how to stream. There's a streaming community in South Africa where we talk to each other when we need to talk to each other. And there's also a cancer organization where sometimes we spend 24 hours streaming for them. I think we've done it with 8 streamers or 9 streamers, I can't remember. But it was a lot of streamers.
Rusty was part of that, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I remember there was quite a few of you guys actually doing it. It's mad respect, because I know that the most we could ever do is I don't have hair, so I couldn't go to the shave-a-thon. Raising funds for me is stupid. So I just had my beard sprayed pink.
Unfortunately, I can't go to the shows because of COVID and stuff. I mean, I usually meet different people, so I don't want to bring it to people with cancer, and that's why I can't go to the events ever. So this is the sad part. Otherwise, when it comes to streaming, they're always there. If they say, okay, let's go for a week, we did raise a few funds. I won't lie. The funds we had and I thought I was gonna get. The guys in the stream actually put some more. I also put it some from my pocket. And the guys said, okay, pay us, we will pay you because we're not at work. Some of my friends, they like doing those things, so we paid forward. And Monster is a monster, guys. A weird monster. When you drink it, you feel hyped and stuff and almost drunk.
Yeah, but you crash so fast.
When you crash, I've never felt. I crashed, almost crashed twice in the stream. I ran 4 a.m. and I went to get another one. I waked up. I streamed about during the day, in the afternoon when I was about to finish. Me and this other guy called Stanley, Stan Gaming. I forgot his game name, but Stanley. We were gaming something else. I was gaming something else, but we were crashing non-stop. I can feel each other. It's like, when you're talking, you end up going like, yeah, guys.
You feel like you're drunk.
Yeah, you feel like you're hopelessly trashed.
Yeah, but don't lie, guys. I enjoy those kind of things. It's a difficult thing to do, guys. 24 hours.
Oh, is it only?
I wish I could do it for a week, like in specific hours, but 24 hours in a go. Yeah, I think it leaves you feeling like you are old. It's telling you. Your body like,
you can do it when you're younger. Then it's like, 24 hours. No, man, I can do this. Don't worry. And then you get older and your body just goes, no, you need to sleep.
Yeah, it's like when you're younger
Yeah.
and you're playing gigs down in Durban and Cape Town, and the hotels are all booked up, and the only place you got to sleep is a car. When you're young, you can sleep in the car comfortably. When you're older,
Dude, it's like Rage. You remember Rage? You used to camp for it.
Oh yeah.
So I tried camping around 2017. Oh, that thing is hard. Shit hurts, that thing. You wake up at like 4 a.m. Now you have to queue up, pick up your desktop PC. That thing is rough. Luckily, those days I didn't game with the desktop. I came with the laptop. So I was like,
easy
laptop
for you.
in bag, easy for me. But sleeping on sleeping bag. Nobody told me that sleeping bags don't have sponges. Sleeping bags are just tiny, they stick. So I bought a sleeping bag. That thing is not helping.
It's not comfortable. No, you need something underneath it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sleeping bags are not comfortable if you don't have something underneath it. Shame. I don't know if you know Lannex, the one that happened, the one land that happens in Pretoria. So they call it Lannex.
I haven't had that one.
They basically do it because Rage is so far away.
Yeah.
It's in Pretoria North, so it's at the like back end of Pretoria, and they host Lannex for the people that can't go to Rage.
Yeah.
It's
okay.
not as big as Rage, but it's basically just they play games for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So
Yeah.
it's the same LAN idea. And there, you cannot carry on with your story.
Yeah. Okay. So essentially, what happened with Lannex was I was asked to host there. Okay, this was 2 years ago. I was asked to be the host at Lannex. So, I had to travel back to Joburg every night after the hosting, and the hosting only ended at like 1 a.m. So you can imagine. Pretoria North back to Joburg, dude.
It's like an hour.
Yeah, you're
it's
gonna
like
drive
an
another
dude.
hour just to get back to Joburg again. Then you gotta get back into bed, go to sleep, wake up at 5:30 in the morning to leave at 6 to get there at 7 so that you can carry on doing your hosting.
It's hosting, yeah.
Oh, dude, it was exhausting. They were like, "No, it's fine. We'll set up a bunk here so you can sleep." I was like, dude, I'm not that young anymore. I can't do that anymore. Look at this, it's grey in the bed. But
Dude, I want the last Rage. I'm sorry to distract you, but the last
No, it's
Rage
fine.
had showers now. I remember when you used to go to
you don't
to
get
the
showers.
gym to shower.
Yeah.
No,
they-
there's showers right now.
Now there is, but previously there
improved.
wasn't. It was
Nah,
crazy.
back then when Rage first started, it was like, you don't get to shower. You don't have that kind of luxury, buddy.
No, but
No.
it's like the 1,000-man land.
But
that-
Landmax, you should share the links and stuff. It's
For
still
sure.
up and running, so we can check it
Oh
out and
yes,
see.
I believe
we can
they
get
are.
involved.
They've had to unfortunately stop because of COVID and all that, but they
Yeah.
were going to have one last year. I know that they wanted me to. They were speaking. Well, I was speaking to the guys saying that we'll stream in from here and we'll say hi, and because the people from Lannex, funny enough, know me quite well now. They know me as the annoying host who wakes them up in the morning.
They're good friends. of ours.
But they're good friends of ours, yeah. So
Nice.
I'll get you in touch. Maybe we can get you filling in for things that I used to do, because I can't do it anymore. But I mean, I'm all the way here in Scotland. There's no way I could go all the way to South
Don't worry,
Africa for Lannex.
I don't mind the bank bed.
No, you can still get yourself a hotel and stuff like that as well. They're apparently moving it closer now. So if you still stay in Midrand, it'll be about 20 minutes away from you. It won't be that far anymore because they're moving it closer to Joburg side. So Centurion, I think is where they wanted to start keeping it. So it's not really
that's
that
not
far.
close.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that far from me.
Yeah. But so the story I was actually trying to get to here. Okay, this is a great thing about being dyslexic, is I can always bounce, or ADD and dyslexic, is I can bounce back whenever I need the conversation to go. But so we're busy. I'm busy walking around. We're busy filming some of the stuff, and obviously Kez and I are busy filming stuff. And this poor guy, he forgot to bring everything. He literally just brought his computer, and that was it. He didn't have blankets. He didn't have a thing. So the host. Not the host, sorry. The organizers. I spoke to them and I said, "Look, we got to help this guy. At least give him, find out if someone can give him a blanket." The guy crashed. He was literally sleeping on hard floor. That's it, just on the
No
hard
blankets,
floor.
no pillows,
No
no
blankets,
nothing.
And this is in winter in Pretoria. It's not warm.
Yeah.
In a hall,
In
in
a
a
hall.
big hall
Yeah.
with those like cement-like floors that aren't the warmest things to sleep
Yeah.
on.
So we speak to the hosts, and the hosts are like, "No, we'll organize. We'll sort them out." So a few minutes later, I'm walking around, and I see the guy. He's like pulling himself up, and then he like walks. And you see the two organizers are busy like, look, let's get you a bed. They put him down on one of the cots closer to where they were because they actually had set up their own cots as well. They put him down on the cots and said, look, dude, just sleep here. Don't be stupid. We don't want our guests getting sick and dying, or getting sick and getting like pneumonia from this. So sleep here. Here's a blanket. Stay warm, and you'll be fine. Don't worry about it. But it's that kind of resilience, dude. When you're older, you don't get that.
No, if I'm older, I don't think I can do it. But I find out that if you get colder, that's where you get more sleepier. You want to sleep more.
Yes.
I don't know why it happens. Like, I have pressure under the desk on the carpet without anything. But at work, you have aircon. You can increase the aircon to warm up the entire room. Yeah. Or else go to the boardroom, sleep on the boardroom table, open the aircon to the fullest, and just... This is the last resort you used to do.
The boardroom table.
I won't say which company it is, guys, so that I won't be in trouble. But we have once done that where it was like, okay, guys, we're tired of working. Like, there's multiple of us. Other guys like, I'm gonna drive home. I'm tired. I live closer to work, so I used to walk from work. So I'm like, guys, I'm gonna sleep, finish the work, then walk home. Then tomorrow we're not working at all. We'll tell them that we have done the work.
Oh, you were so lucky.
You guys,
you didn't have to go to work the next day.
From that, I didn't feel the day. Like the day I slept, when I got home around past 8, I slept. I wake up, it's already like 3 p.m. and the day's gone. Like, but now I can't sleep at all now because I have to stay all night.
You slept the entire day.
Yeah. Luckily I had games, so when you're playing games, you tend to, times just goes like this.
Yeah, you zone out.
Yeah, but those are the good old days, guys. Right now, I don't think I can do that.
Dude, I don't think any of us can. I mean, look, when I worked in IT, you got the day off. You see, you got the day off. But when you're a field engineer, when you're a field technician, and you're going out repairing another company's computers, and what happened was we worked until we had this one customer. Their server had actually bombed. It completely died. And we had to sit and repair that server because it was a big corporation. They needed them back up and running for the next day. So you've got all of us.
Home at like 2:00 the next morning.
Yeah, I walked in the door 2:00 in the morning. I walk in the door at the house because my boss eventually said, "Look, dude, you can't stay awake the whole night. You've got to actually go home." So because it was just like we weren't getting anywhere. We're tired. We're actually not focusing on fixing the server anymore. So we're like, yeah, okay, we'll go home. We had to go back to work same time next morning. So it's 2:00.
Wow.
I wake up at 5, get back to work. Jeez, dude. I was exhausted. I literally zombied the whole day.
I could not.
The next day was a Friday, so he had Saturday and Sunday to recover.
Yeah. This was before we got married as well, so she was really angry at the fact that I had to work late. And then I said to her, look, it's for the money, we get. I know I don't get paid overtime. Hey?
Yeah, I get paid overtime.
No, I'm saying I know I didn't get paid overtime. Because, in South Africa, you don't get paid overtime if you're an IT
Overtime in IT doesn't exist, guys. Just forget.
Yeah. Here in the UK, they're really difficult about that. If you work overtime, you better get paid.
Okay, let me go to UK. What's the address, guys? How do you fly to UK?
Scotland.
The funny thing when you talk about these long hours.
Yeah.
I won't lie to you. There was a Friday at work. At work, I used to drink beer Fridays. I used to enjoy them. But I forgot about my transport, that I was using a bus. Bus ends at 6, taxis ends at 9:30. Leaving from Randburg to town, then from town to Soweto.
Yeah.
Then when I got to Randburg at 9:30, we were waiting for people. This day it went to like 11. No, to 10. It went to 10. So we left Randburg at 10. When we arrived in town, the taxi station that time, all of them are closed. The only ones that are opened are at a specific street in town. The guys directed me to walk at night in town, like in Joburg at night.
Joburg town at night.
And luckily I was drunk, so it was easier to walk.
Yeah, it's like, they don't mess with a drunk man walking down the street. A drunk man walking down the street.
No, drunk man will destroy you. So when I got to that line was so long, and I got to it, I joined. I was like, everyone in that line was drunk. I was like, where is this drunk coming from? Where are we? Like, everyone's drunk. And across the street, there's a shop where you can buy food and cold drinks. There's no alcohol everywhere. So we're like, okay, let me go get some pounds and munch on them because it's around 12 now and there's no taxis. At 1:30, the taxi started arriving and picking up everyone. Yo, dude, I arrived at home at 4:30. By the time I arrived, I was sober. I can feel the papalas coming in. I was like, what kind of thing? This is not healthy, man. But when I was young, but I didn't feel the pain. But I was like, arriving at 4:30, leaving at home at 5:30 the previous day. Well, if I had someone that time, they weren't going to complain. It's like, hey, what did you do there? And you're arriving smelling of alcohol, but you're not drunk. You're sober. It's like the worst excuse ever. Somebody poured alcohol on me. You see, I'm not drunk. But this in IT. IT, they give you these things, then you tend to misbehave and misuse them.
Yeah.
And you know, when you're growing up, it's like, wait, why did I do that? Well, you keep asking yourself. But I enjoyed, guys. I enjoyed IT, and that's why.
Wrong with IT. I mean, I enjoy it.
Yeah. So right now, I started my own company to support my gaming and my YouTubing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we haven't got money because I have to work, normal work, and put YouTubing and gaming on the side.
Yeah.
Then after that, I have to come back to YouTubing. Now I have to figure out what videos I need to do per weekend. If I go to a hotel anywhere, or if I go somewhere, that's something I don't know, I should take a video. The guys, my friends who usually know me, they don't complain now. They're like, it's Sipho. He's going to take a video and stuff about. They're proud of me because I always taking videos, but I try to make holidays. And it's a bit difficult.
Yeah.
Last holiday was my son's first birthday on December. Went to Cape Town.
I saw that video. It was pretty cool what you guys did. It was very interesting the way the video that you guys made and the travel and stuff. It was actually quite interesting to watch.
Thank you so much for checking it out. But you know, it was the most scary moment to actually travel with a kid that doesn't wear a mask. We all wearing masks as adults, but traveling with a kid. For our first tour after the COVID started.
Yeah.
Dude, I won't lie to you. Things happened outside, and you feel like. And I won't lie to you. When I was in Cape Town, we were sitting indoors one random day, and I had this app that they said you must download. It rang 5 times in that day. It says I'm close to someone who has had COVID and stuff. I was like, dude, we were indoors. Where did you get this thing? So I was thinking maybe somebody was driving with their cell phone passing the road because we were on the balcony close to the road. So I'm thinking maybe a few people drove through passing us, and it hit. Because we're like, okay, now we're gonna have to make sure we don't do anything. And I wanted to do more stuff, and I won't lie to you, me and my girlfriend, even though we didn't see each other, but we were scared a bit, like, okay, this is freaking me out. But anyway, let's enjoy our whole day. We enjoyed our whole day. We keep things to ourselves. We just did things on our own. We were mostly indoors, I won't lie. I worked the first week because I had to remote work, use it to my full use, enjoy the place that we're staying in.
Yeah.
Then we went out and see all of these parks, wearing masks and stuff, And when you come back to December, you know what, man, this thing of COVID is very scary. So we had to quarantine ourselves at my place in Midrand so that we won't go home. So December, I didn't go home for Christmas and New Year's. So me and my girlfriend stayed together. It was the first time staying together for Christmas and New Year's. It was, I think I took things in a positive way. It was a good time to spend time with each other. All our plans, we cancelled them because we were planning to go take the both families and go somewhere on Christmas. So this time we're staying together. Everyone knew. They were like, oh, we're not going to come. And she decided, no, we're not going to come. Let's just, whatever comes through. We're just going to buy medicine, sit at home, drink whatever to protect us, vitamins, all of these things, everything, all of these dodgy things that the people are saying, ginger and honey and what. We're on those 100%. And that's how we survived from traveling once. And I won't lie to you, the anxiety after that, it just skyrocketed. And I won't lie to you guys, it's not a joke. People think it's a joke. It's literally not a joke. People are we're losing friends and families on the side, and about people are laughing right now. And if you're laughing, go check news from India. That
Yeah,
is
India's been hard,
disturbing.
eh? Wow.
It's disturbing hard. But sorry to put the mood down, guys.
No,
We
it's
just
fine.
we just had to.
Sorry to bring the mood
Yeah.
down. It's fine.
Yeah. Well, it's like that piece. I want like a teacher's like, okay, keep quiet, guys. Principal is here.
He's that teacher. He's that
Yeah.
student in the class. He's that guys. The principal's here. Come, keep it down. Keep it down. Keep it down.
But the main thing is, at least you guys had each other. You weren't alone
Exactly.
for Christmas and New Year's and stuff. You
Yeah.
were together. It may not have been what you wanted, but silver lining
Yeah.
is you got to spend it together. So also, I'm guessing that you're not going to do any more travel things until everything is fine.
I'm going on July. It's my sister's birthday and my birthday and my friend's birthday. Basically, almost 8 people's birthdays are between June and July. So on July, we're gonna celebrate them. We all work in IT, so isolation, but we all gonna join up in our own house. It's gonna be staying in our own house for a long weekend.
Yeah.
I asked the owner to please sanitize the house. It's a very expensive house, so that's where that's taken care of. We're not gonna go for the cheap stuff because cheap stuff, I don't have trust. I'll buy sanitizers. I don't mind. We buy sanitizers. We buy everything when we go there. If you don't feel comfortable, we'll see. But I think it depends also if the state wave thing is coming or not, Jabo.
Yeah.
If it becomes too hectic, then unfortunately you have to cancel again, and there's less travel. And I don't know, guys, if you know Red and Claire, there are 2 YouTubers from South Africa that just went to Bali. They're gonna stay there for, I think, 8 months plus. But they're from South Africa. Yeah, so they just left, I think, in April or end of April. I don't know the specific dates. So I usually follow them. So the guys like, it's easier to go because when you're going, you have to do this certification in South Africa and you have to pay for visas for Bali. They're quite expensive. They're not cheap. And pay for flights. And after that, pay for a quarantine hotel. And after you get to the country, you have to get your SIM card for the country so that you make sure the COVID app they have there works correctly. Yeah, it's a bit of it's a bit finicky when you're traveling to the country, but once you're in, you're okay. You can do your stuff, and they're still sure. I think they're releasing videos once a week now or twice a week.
Oh, nice.
They're good videos, guys. They're explaining everything and about in South Africa. I'm saying like it's not only me that's doing traveling when there's COVID. People are doing it, but it's easier when you do it. There's no kids involved, yeah, bro. Because kids don't get sick; they just pass it to you,
Yeah.
and you get sick. And I don't want to see kids suffering. It's like, hey, my mother got sick, and other things that people don't notice that the young community at home they start blaming each other. It's like you are the one who was partying a lot. That's how our mothers passed away or what. Things like that happened in townships because townships people don't listen, and once this thing gets serious, they start blaming each other, and there's great anger, anxiety. Yeah, but besides going there, guys, everyone knows this is a set topic, and we don't want to spoil things up, guys. This was just me deviating from the direction. I don't know how I got to it, but yeah.
Sipho.
Aside from Apex, is there any other games that you're playing that you're finding quite interesting and fun?
Valheim.
Valheim.
Is sort of
spoken about that.
yeah. Valheim is nice. Now the problem is this: each person has their own server, and this thing of sharing servers. If I'm offline, our loot in that server is gone. Now we don't have a standing server. It's going to be running non-stop. That's a problem about Valheim. I don't know. These games are good, but the servers they don't give us. Well, if Valheim was playing on Apex servers, they're always online. They're always there. They save your information. When you come back, you just sync back. You get your loot is where it was. Perfect. I'll be happy with that game. I'll play it non-stop and grind. Dude, we played some grinding. Went to monsters, kill monsters. And other people invited me to do from their server. When I got there, they had tons and tons of loot. I was like, it's useless now. I'm not gonna stream with you guys because you already have everything. Me, I still want to kill the first monster. I killed my first monster, second monster. We traveled to a weird island where I lost all my loot on that weird island. Where it was I don't know what killed me. Oh, it's a jelly thing. I don't know what you call them. Jellies or something. I don't know what you call them. But yeah. Oh, leeches. They're called leeches. Yeah, they're leeches. They do a lot of damage when you don't have armor. And you have to run around, shoot them with bows and arrows. Yo, that game is fun. It has boats also. You can be a bit of a pirate. And there's krakens in the ocean, so be careful when you boats.
Oh fuck! Run away!
Basically, that game is a survival game. Everything is always attacking. You're getting attacked. And the bosses are nice. The bosses, you activate them with the specific things that they need. So your grind is to get the specific things they need. Then you go to the altar or the stone where you put these things and activate them. The boss comes through. When you kill a boss, you have a buff for a boss now. Now you can activate that buff to give you speed, high damage, high healing. All of those things you get then from the boss. But I won't lie to you, you have to try it yourself. Just play it once or twice. You'll see how fun it is. But now, the problem of the servers, if you're playing with someone, yes. But if you're playing alone, no issues, you can play. So, that's the only game I'm willing to play if I had to stop playing Apex. But also the game is evolving, like it's evolving more. And the first game I played before that was Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I sort of bought the wrong game, but at first. I didn't know it was Assassin's Creed. I thought it was the same
like,
game.
I'm gonna buy Valheim. No, and you go and buy Valhalla. You're like,
Valhalla.
Wait, this is not the game that I wanted.
No, but I played this. When I played it, it's cool, but I don't know. I don't understand this game now. It's a story mode, but it feels like it's open world.
It is.
But you can't.
The thing is, it's changed so much.
When I used to be just plain story.
Yeah, when I first played Assassin's Creed, there was a partially open world to it, but it wasn't like open world where you can build a house and all that stuff. There's a story.
Yeah.
You got to follow the story of the character Desmond Miles, whose ancestors Ezio and Altair you're trying to work with. Oh well, okay, the ones that I prefer the most.
Yeah, those were the first ones.
Yeah, the first Assassin's Creeds that I prefer were from Assassin's Creed 1 to Assassin's Creed Revelations. Those were my favorites. And then Assassin's Creed 3 was alright. The story was good. The gameplay was horrible. And then Assassin's Creed 4 was like the ultimate. That was Black Flag. That was basically pirates and,
I was big into his pirates.
Pirates.
Yeah. You give me wooden ships. I mean, I'm still trying to get my HMS Victory. I still want to build an HMS Victory out of wood. So I'm big into wood ships. So that's why I like the whole pirate thing and, the olden days of sailing and things like that. I like those kinds of games. So Black Flag was like my ultimate when it came to that. But Assassin's Creed 1 to to Revelations were actually more story based. And very much better than the newer ones. Sorry?
Brotherhood was a nice story.
Brotherhood
also.
was great. I loved Brotherhood. I absolutely loved Brotherhood. I thought it was one of the best that came out. I don't get the new ones though.
No, the new ones. I think there's another one from China. I didn't play that one. I got it for free. I haven't downloaded it. I'll test it one day when I want to test it. I feel like playing it.
I've heard of that game. I think Young Ye was actually busy talking about it. I watch Young Ye videos. He does a lot of video game news and stuff. I think he was talking about a game from China that was very similar to Assassins.
No, this one was Assassin's Creed China. That's the name of it.
Oh, you mean the dynasty, the Ming dynasty?
Yeah,
okay, I know exactly
dynasty.
which one you're talking about. Okay, yeah. I know exactly where you're coming from now.
And I have a question for you guys. Have you played Warhammer 40,000?
Yes, I love it.
Soulstorm?
No, I haven't played Soulstorm.
But the previous ones and Soulstorm are about the same characters. Just that Soulstorm combines all the clans.
It's different clans. I'll tell you which one that I have been playing. Just give me a second. I've got for me it's Warhammer 40k. I've got Dawn of War. Those are the ones that I'm playing. So
Dawn of War is the same. Actually, Dawn of War is the beginning of all of them. Until they mess it up and put 2 and 3 and I hate them from 2 and 3. I like the PCs one. I don't know. Dawn of War, Winter something, Soulstorm. That's where it ends.
That one's quite good. Hey, that one was quite good. Actually, the first Dawn of War was actually quite good. It was more strategy based, so like Warcraft kind of strategy.
I like that thing. Yeah.
No, I do like my strategy games, but tell you what, the one person that's much better than me at strategy is her.
I grew up
Yeah.
playing Warcraft.
Okay.
When I was little, I used to
Yeah.
go to tournaments with my dad, and I used to.
Wow.
I used to just first watch, and then there was like PCs that they had for people that just wanted to play, and then I started learning, and then I never entered any tournaments, but I just started playing, and my dad always used to enter the tournaments, and I would sit and play with other people, and they would teach me. I mean, I was like 7, 8 years old at the time, and I was sitting learning, and from there obviously I grew and I learned how to play it, and my dad used to teach me as well, and yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, she's very skilled at strategy games. Me, not so much. I like strategy games. I think they're quite cool, but I'm a slow strategizer. So when I do strategy, I do it like, you know, I'm also I'm big into World War II. So I do my strategies around the battles that happen in World War II and the winning battles in World War II, like the Battle of the Bulge and how Germany managed to actually push in to start getting more dominance through France by actually making that bulge bigger, and then where America and England started pushing that bulge back. You know, those kinds of battles. I like to actually learn those kinds of strategies. So I'm a very slow strategiger. Yeah. With Warcraft, you can't be slow, and she's actually she taught me that lesson the hard way. She's
Korean,
ass.
man. She's Korean inside.
Well, he used to be like still building and getting his armies together, and there I come and I wipe them out.
Yeah, I'm building up I've got like my soldiers on one side, I've got my horsemen on the other, I've got my you know, everything's starting to build up, and then she just like comes running in. I'm like, and I've got defenses up, but I mean, I didn't think the defenses were that weak. And then she comes in and just rolls over them. I'm like, oh, well, fuck that, I'm dead.
I'll let you. I've played a bit of Warcraft. Is it Warcraft? I can't remember now. Starcraft. It's Starcraft, I think. Yeah, Starcraft.
Starcraft is nice.
Yeah, Starcraft 2 is crazy, guys. Like, you building while somebody's attacking you, and you have to attack them. You are all over the map. That's why I stopped playing it. I enjoyed Warhammer because Warhammer, you can put your defense up and just build your army and have an army to defend and army to attack.
Yeah.
That's what I like to do. So when I'm building a defense, you can jump in. I'll kill you. I'll keep killing you non-stop. Yeah. But once I've got my full army and my upgrades are ready, I'll go out. Leave the guys defending. You see your base being attacked. You're trying to defend your base now. I got my own defense. You can't attack me. If you attack me, I sacrifice units that are attacking so that I can bring them back to defend.
Yeah.
It was a funny thing to do, but there was no... I didn't have friends who play it online, like, to play with it. But another strategy game I think you guys would like, or maybe we should stream it one day, Civilization 6.
Oh, yes, I love Civilization.
Civilization is perfect for your slow mind of attacking and stuff.
Yes, Civilization is my game. I love it.
Yeah. Civilization, you don't win just by attacking war. There's different kinds, like culture, I don't know, war, religion.
Total domination.
I don't know, petty domination. I don't know what else you call it. But
yeah, there's a whole bunch. There's political victory. You can win via if you get into the UN and you become the leader of the UN. You can win via that. You can win the space race. So there's a whole whack of ways to win in that game. That's what I like about it, is that there's not just one way to win. So if you're actually clever with your strategy, and someone decides to go warmongering, they can't necessarily beat you, because if you get the UN on your side, you've got other countries attacking them now as well, because they're being stupid and going warmongering.
I don't know if you have played the Gathering Storm, the one that has disasters. That one, I haven't tried it on myself, also I haven't bought it, but I'm willing to see how that affects you while you are warmongering and the disaster hits your nation. Now, you remember, your cities
that's going to
will lower
your economy.
Yeah, you're gonna mess up economy, and your affiliate from your cities is gonna get low, and they're gonna turn on you, and you're gonna lose a city.
Yeah.
And anyone can claim the city if they can defeat it on its own.
Yeah.
So it's basically not fighting you; you're just getting your city for free.
I know.
But
that sounds so crazy. Wow.
But
That's an interesting twist.
Yeah, it takes almost 8 hours to be honest. If I had to play a full game and finish it.
Yeah. No, to play a full game and finish it, it's an 8 hour. It's one game, just one game is 8 hours, and that's not even counting that you can actually play multiple games with multiple civilizations as well.
Yeah, and remember, this is a 10-based game, so whoever's hosting the game, your PC gets to be punished towards where everyone has loot and soldiers. When it does this 10 thing, you can see that, okay, this guy's struggling on his PC. Oh, here's a good
punishing,
PC.
Yeah, because it's like running really, really slowly, and like everything's like a turn.
And that's the thing, is that you have a limited time to do your changes. At the later stage, that I think it's 10 seconds. It's not enough. You're just jumping around, you're fixing these soldiers, you're healing these ones, you're telling these ones to defend. By the time you're done with that, you hit this timer, and there's a question mark. You have to be involved in the UN. There's a guy you have to vote for. Says, should you kill him because he doesn't respect your culture? But all of those things are in one. It's a nice game to play.
It is. It's very well. I've always liked Civilization though. I've always thought that the turn-based strategy. Yes, it's not exactly how it would happen in reality. But then again, neither is any other game that we play. You think about it like Iron Hearts. It's a World War II strategy game, but it's nowhere near. They're trying to make it as accurate as they can towards the historical battles. But you can always just change the way it happened because you're in control.
Wait! I haven't played much Iron Hearts, so I'm still a new person around Iron Hearts.
That's a good game. It is a very good game. Funny enough, it was actually Karen's dad who got me into playing the World War II strategy games. He used to play a lot of them. He played Iron Hearts was one of the big ones, actually. And when I saw that it was on sale, I think I bought it actually on Steam because I was just like, no, I've got to get that game because he actually introduced me to it, and I thought that's one of the games that I've got to get. There's a whole bunch as well, though. I mean, it's not just Iron Hearts. There's also, I'm just trying to find it now. There's another game that I actually found. Well, not found. It was actually something that he had. I forget the name of it. It doesn't really matter that much. It's not the end of the world, but
it's end of the world.
Yeah, the end of the world. No, there've been some good games. Galactic Civilizations is also another good strategy game. I don't know if you played that.
No, I haven't played that one now. The ones that I played, I stopped playing them because Street Fighter, Tekken, what other games that took over my life? This is called Jump Force. I tried Jump Force. I got disappointed. Jump Force is nice, but I haven't played with humans, so maybe that's my disappointment around it. Like, it has a story that's okay. You can pause, don't do the story, and just go arcade mode, fight with people, you know? But I can't switch between characters. It's 3 characters you get. You can switch between them. It's so difficult. I'm like, how do you switch characters again? It reminds me of King of Fighters. King of Fighters, I used to play it when I was a kid. When I was a kid,
it's like Dragon Ball Z,
Dragon Ball Z is in Jump Force, but what call this other one? King of Fighters is a different one. I forgot the name of it.
Yeah.
So in the arcade in Newcastle, there was an arcade shop there where I used to have a tray. I used to have you put your belt in your trouser, my dickies. So I cut a hole and put 50 cents around it. Just 50 cents at a time. So I can shift them one by one.
Guys, this is a pro gamer. This dude is a pro gamer. He had 50-cent pieces stuck around his belt so that he could just play, grab, play. Just constantly popping them in there. I will never stop. Our
Cadillac and Dinosaur, I used to play it for hours. It was Mustafa and Jack, and I forgot their names. I think if you say Mustafa, people knows it as a Mustafa. I'll call it. The other one was the guy who had a king. He used to say Thunder Punch or something. I can't remember. I remember that one. Oh, there are so many games I used to play. The cowboy one also. It was a cool one. The cowboy one, you're riding the horse, you could shoot back, forward, up and down, you're being attacked non-stop all the way. What's the other one? I met Tekken 1 from there. So Tekken 1, I started playing from there. Street Fighter 1, where you used to press 2 buttons to Blanca to actually choke Ryu. But Ryu used to throw you fireballs at you. So if you press choking thing, fireballs will be blocked. And he used to do, hello, cat, when he drops down, he just fried him.
Yeah.
Every time, he just keep choking. It was a hack I used to do when you're growing up. And this thing changes. And it went from Street Fighter 1, Tekken 1, Tekken 2, Tekken 3. And I think it was Street Fighter Super 3, I think. Oh, things changed there. They started having abilities to do ultis and all of those things.
Yeah.
Then after that, I started getting a PlayStation 3 and boom, PC, San Andreas, GTA, Need for Speed, Underground. Let's go. Oh, dude, I can put a list, guys. Yo, I have played games almost all my life.
Okay. Yeah, no, I get that. One more thing though, with regards to the older games like San Andreas and stuff like that, do you ever get nostalgic? Where you just like, I've got to go back and play the game just because I haven't played it for so long. I just want to feel the nostalgia again.
So, okay, Vice City, I used to do that when I was in Vice City. Install it, play it, finish it, and go back to do it. Then I got San Andreas on my second year.
Yeah.
Then my second year, it was really, really nice when I got that game. I finished it. I've repeated it almost six to 10 times.
As bad as me.
Yeah. So, your game takes you almost 2 to 3 months if you're not in a hurry to just play on it and finish it, the story. The online version, I have never touched it until GTA 5 or the last one. I don't know if it's 5 or 6. 5.
That's 5, I think.
That's when I went to my first time logging on GTA Online. I got killed by a random bomb. Like someone shot me. Like, hey, I'm online. Boom.
Yeah, that's normal, dude. You'll get grief left, right, and center. If you're not quick, you die.
That's one of the reasons I don't like it.
Yeah, she will not play GTA Online with me. She won't. She refuses to. It's mainly because I'm one of the griefers. I like to actually run around shooting my friends.
No, he doesn't just shoot his friends. If someone spawns, he goes, okay, cool, you're dead.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I'm not that bad.
Let me show you someone who wants to come here now. Hey.
Little man.
I have someone here who wants
to hello.
Hello.
It's our future. It's Daddy's future gamer.
It's the future mini ZuluMachine.
Yeah,
he just woke up. It's like, now, hey, why are you
ZuluMachine
computer without me?
ZuluMachine Junior.
Yeah. Guys, I have to warn you guys, I can talk all day. So be careful with me. We can spend 10 hours just talking about games and
No, so can I. Yeah, so can I. It's the problem here. No, Karen has just pointed that it's time for us to stop, unfortunately, because we do have a limit that we normally put on our video.
Yeah,
Before we do that.
Sorry, okay.
What do you want to say?
Do you have any plans for your gaming channel and your travel channel?
Okay, so in the upcoming year, I'm gonna try to improve my channel and actually upgrade my PC. That's the first thing. Upgrade PC first before we even think about channel. And after channel, I'll start including competitions. I tried it last year. It seems to work well with people. No, like sharing $10 competition. You can join when I'm live and announce a winner when I'm still live and pay them on PayPal because that's the easiest way to pay people. I don't care about any restriction. We're just doing $10 everywhere. I think every day I stream because I'm trying to limit my streaming into 3 days a week, then randomly on Saturday and Sunday. If I'm free, I can play any random game for fun with anyone who wants to join and teach me. Well, then I want to bring back the competition thing. I used to have a poll to ask people which game should I play on weekends. Well, so that poll used to work well. People used to vote and say, okay, play GTA, play Sea of Thieves, play... I excluded Apex. I didn't want to play Apex, but if I play COD, I'll play COD on very, very low settings, like zip nada. Because my PC can't run it. So on the other games, I used to run on 30 FPS. And yes, so I need to upgrade my PC because I'm still using what's called Ryzen 3. 32G generation. It's a decent one, but running a stream and graphics and all of that, because my graphics card is not the best one. It's a 580 Radeon. Yeah, it's a Radeon X 580, I think. Yeah. So those are the things I'm planning to do. But for my YouTube channel now, I'm gonna start pumping more content. It might be travel related. It might not be travel related. It might be hotel reviews if I decide to do this thing of visiting hotels every Saturday, visiting a different hotel. But all of those things would depend on farms, because I'm also in the process of getting married. I will have to pay lobola and all of those things.
Yeah,
and
it's a process.
since I'm in the Zulu culture, guys, I have to do all of those processes, and I have to save. So in this COVID time, I prefer doing things quickly and finishing them. But unfortunately, things happen, and you have to send money home, you have to do that, Like, yes, I won't be able to quit my job yet until I get enough following on YouTube and on call it Twitch and Facebook. Facebook, I do run a few ads just to boost my following, because I see that if I don't run these boosts, I just need following. Get to 10,000, and after that, you're worried about who people are watching. Then that's a different structure now that you have to work on. And if I become partner with any of the platforms, and I'll decide which ones I'm going to stop streaming and focus on one of them. So for now, I'm still enjoying the three-way, because three-way is giving me viewership on YouTube and hours, so I'm enjoying that. Then on Twitch, I'm getting followers, subscriptions. If Twitch gives me a partner, and after that, I get enough following and people to subscribe for a decent living, I'll start cancelling the other ones and focusing on one, move everyone to one channel, then from there on we push it forward. I guess that's the plan.
Oh, that's a good plan.
I
I see that as working quite well in the future. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to get you to plug yourself. So we need all your channels. Where can we find you?
Okay, guys.
Plug.
Hopefully somebody's going to put the right tags there. But
Josh always does.
Josh always does.
So you can find me on ZuluMachine Gaming on Facebook, YouTube, even though I still have a small following, so you just have to search ZuluMachine Gaming, then you'll find me. And also on Twitch Gaming or Twitch TV, the ZuluMachine Gaming also. So on all of those platforms, ZuluMachine Gaming. Then when it comes to traveling, I sort of messed up a bit, but it's okay, I recovered. The ZuluMachine Travels, it's actually a URL, ZuluMachine Travels on YouTube. You can just go YouTube//ZuluMachine Travels, you find me there, where you find my channel with 600 something followers. Then after that, you go to ZuluMachine_house on Instagram. So on Instagram, I messed up, like I said, I messed up a bit. Then when you go to Facebook, there's also a channel called ZuluMachine Traveling on Facebook. So I don't know how I messed up all of it, but I messed it up, and I stayed like that because now if you search me, if you just search ZuluMachine anywhere, you'll find me in between all of them. There's only one guy who has called ZuluMachine that's from Nigeria. I was like, I've already established this brand. This guy is called ZuluMachine. I was like, okay, that's fine. I'm not fight with him. We're gonna share content. You're gonna share the name. He's gonna do his stuff. I'll do my stuff. My stuff is ZuluMachine_ on Instagram, because that's where I found him from. Then other than that, ZuluMachine Gaming is everywhere, guys. That's the easiest one to get. I didn't mess up that one. I learned. Otherwise, the most important one that I'm still focusing on that might help you in other ways, like traveling, about all of these things. I'm still waiting because I don't want to post tips yet. So, but ZuluMachine Travels on YouTube, guys, is the first place to check if you want to travel and all of that. But I will start posting them when I see now it's safer to talk other topics on YouTube without the COVID badge coming into your video, because that one, if it comes to a video, if you say something wrong and somebody reports you, you get into real trouble, guys. It's not a joke.
It's quite hectic.
So anyway, let's not bring down the mood again. That's how you get me, guys. My real name is Sipho, guys. I still have a Facebook page that runs me. I destroy any other page. I just focus on my content now. I don't have I think my Twitch or my Twitter is either suspended or closed because I haven't used it. So for a while, I haven't checked it. But it's Sipho also, but you won't be able to do anything on it. I think it's suspended or closed. I had to check one day and activate it. But I'm mostly active on YouTube. And the other channels I just spoke about, ZuluMachine Gaming and ZuluMachine Travels. I post everything that's personal and related to ZuluMachine Travel, because I believe ZuluMachine Travels is my brand. And I post everything relating to me and fun in there. But one day, one day when you go higher up, we will clean it up and focus on more business. Who knows?
Yeah, no, definitely. All right, so well, there you go. And that's where you can find Mr. ZuluMachine. Now we're gonna do what we always do. Angel, where can everyone find this podcast if they haven't already found it on the particular channel that they're watching?
So the audio version is available on Anchor, and on Anchor you'll find the links to all the other audio versions such as Spotify, Google Podcasts, and so on. The video version is available on YouTube for those of you watching, and in general we are on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, BitChute, and TikTok.
Yeah, we're everywhere.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, we're everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Woo.
Time.
Yeah, so that's where you can find us. Again, ZuluMachine, Sipho, thank you so much for joining us. It has been wonderful. It's been a great time. We've had a good conversation. These are usually how they go. We like to just, as I say, hopefully your son can't hear this. Yeah, hopefully your son can't hear this. But I'm going to say, we like to shoot the shit. That's what we do. We sit down, we talk a bunch of crap, and we get to know the people that we're on with. But yeah, so Kez is going to show another kitty. My namesake. His name is
Hello,
Gandalf.
Kitty.
That's Gandalf.
Gandalf.
Yeah, otherwise known as Zif Diffie. I'm Zif Diffie too. I got my nickname from him.
I really lot of the Rings fans, guys. Your names are funny. Did you say Gandalf or
Gandalf? Yeah.
Oh,
Gandalf,
okay.
There's Pippin. There was a Legolas. Unfortunately, he passed away. But there was a Legolas. We're big Lord of the Rings fans. I'm a huge one, obviously. But yeah, so we're gonna stop shooting the shit for now, and we'll keep on chatting after the stream is over. But unfortunately, you guys who are watching, you won't be able to hear any of that. Thank you so much for your time. Remember, you can hit that subscribe button right down there, wherever it's somewhere here. Follow Mr. ZuluMachine as well. Follow him, definitely. Hit that subscribe button with him. Hit the bell notification. I don't think it does much. I don't think YouTube helps with that, but give it a shot anyway. And if you really like the video, thumbs up. And tell us why. If you didn't like it, thumbs down. And tell us why. Because I don't really care if you thumbs up or thumbs down us. People don't like us sometimes, and I don't care. Anyway.
We still like you.
Yeah, we still like you. So hard. But anyway, thank you so much for joining us. And as always, remember...
Geeky.
Give it, geeky. Bye.